everyone, welcome back to Clown Stuff. Today I'm going to give you guys my top 5 tips for new indoor cat owners. So let's get into this. Tip number 1, do not put a collar on your cat that has a bell on it. It scares them. First of all, the reason you put a collar on an indoor cat, especially that has a bell on it, is so you can hear them when they're going around your house, especially when they're super small. But this is very annoying to both you and the cat. It kind of weighs down the cat, makes noises because it's like right near the air, and it's not fun for them. And then when they're crazy moving around, especially at night, because cats are nocturnal, you hear it all over the place and it's not fun. So it's kind of weighing down your cat and definitely not letting them show their full personality. Sorry guys, I cannot speak today. So just don't do this. Let your cats be free. Do not put a collar on them, especially if it has a bell on it, especially if they're indoor cats. And this video is only tips for indoor cats, so watch it if you're an outdoor cat owner, but don't really take these things super seriously if you're an outdoor cat owner. Indoor cat owners do. Pick number 2. Be ready for him or her when they get to your home. Food bowls out, toys ready, litter box ready, litter in the box. Make sure everything's set up, except food. Have your food bowls out, but do not have food in your food bowls, because unless you've already asked your cat person who's giving you the cats what food they're eating, make sure you get the food that they're already eating at the place. Because if you don't, they will get sick if they do not eat that same food. Then you'll have to deal with vet bills, you'll have to deal with going to the vet, your cat will be sick, and it will not be fun for you, nor will it be fun for the cat. So do not do it. Just take that extra step, quickly ask. It's super simple, and especially I feel like everyone has someone in their home. At least you can come to their home, their mom, their dad, grandparents, husband, boyfriend, whatever. Just ask them, come to your house, and they can either go get the food, or you can go get the food and they can stay here with the cat. So just don't deal with it. Just deal with it. And you don't want to deal with all the sickness and all that stuff you'd have to deal with. Just, skip that all out and go right to just giving them the right food that the breeder or the person who you're getting them from, shelter, or whatever, is already feeding them. Okay, number 3, treats are not needed. They're not dogs. I'm sorry for anyone who likes to give their cats treats. You are not getting them to dance around in circles. They're not gonna spin. They're not dogs, okay? They're fun to give for a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, but they're not needed, especially at first. Don't deal with it. It's money that you're spending. It's like $5. Not that much money, but you're spending it on something and it's kind of useless. So just don't deal with it. Okay, number 4. For the first days that your cats are at your home, at night or when you are not home, it's a good idea to keep them in the bathroom with food, water, a bed, and the litter box. Cats are nocturnal at night, so they do not sleep at night. This is probably a number 1 hack. Keep them in the bathroom for the first 2 or 3 days. Just make sure everything's in there so they don't poop or pee on the ground, and make sure they have their food and water and everything, and just make sure the toilet lid is closed and it is all good. I still take out the toothbrushes, and if that's possible, just take that out and put it in your kitchen. Just keep the cats away. Put them in there for just a day or 2, just at night and when you're not home. So then they're kind of getting used to the home when you're home, but they can't get into any mischief while you're not home. And then mattering how small they are, if they're super small, have them go in there at night and when you're not home for about a week, maybe longer. But if you're gonna be home a lot, if you're working at home or things like that, and just leave them out all the time, right? Except at night. Just whenever you're home, whenever you're not asleep, have them roam. Just make sure they don't get into too much mischief, especially at first. They're just getting used to the lay of the land, and if they're bigger, just put them in the bathroom for a night or 2 and they'll be totally good. Just let them, and then they'll kind of find their space. And last but not least, toys are not needed for your cat, but enjoyed. Now I do have one exception to this. The one thing that is needed is scratch pads. The catnip isn't needed, none of that stuff's needed, but scratch pads are definitely needed. None of the super expensive stuff. Your cats might love it, your cats might hate it, but the scratch pads, all cats love them and you need to get them. You can get them really cheap, and if you do not have scratch pads, I think everyone has Amazon boxes. You can just bring those in your house and let them scratch at those. Either way, you just don't want your cat scratching your furniture. Another good thing to get is a spray bottle to keep them away from scratching your furniture, because scratched furniture is not fun. Our cats just have like a little scratch pad. We have 2 of them and they don't scratch the furniture. It's totally good, and we don't even have to spray bottle them anymore. It's kind of just personal preference. If you don't want your cat going in certain places, because cats jump on counters and cats do all those things, then, you know, maybe keep that spray bottle on hand. But it doesn't really bother us as much. We just kind of like pull them down, give them a little swat, be like, get away. And yeah, because they're kind of like dogs, because they kind of learn from Boris, except Chuck. So we have Elton, who is practically a dog in a cat's body, who can jump all over the place, and Chuck, who you barely know is even alive because he hides under the couch all day, and then he'll make his like 2 appearances per day. You'll see him, and then at night he'll be like crazy boy. They sleep all day. Just make sure, you know, but all day, they don't really sleep all day. They just like, they basically take naps all day long. Like little naps here every hour. They take like a little nap, like 20-minute nap, but they're napping there. Then after it gets dark out, they're crazy. So yeah, those are my top 5 cat tips for new indoor cat owners. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful. Bye guys, love ya. Claude out. Remember to subscribe, love ya.